talk about a simple kicking technique. I got my weight master here to throw on because it's kind of hard to demonstrate it without hitting something. But you're on your 2 and your 8. Okay, guards up. You're going to step forward and out at a 45. Your foot is going to turn to a 90. So you're getting ready to throw the kick. You're going to step. Okay, and this hip is going to whip up into your target. Okay, you try to keep your guard up when you throw it, and you're going to pull your hands to keep yourself in balance. So if I'm throwing it out at 45, leg's going to turn at 90. You can almost get a kind of hop into it and whip that hip through, okay, to create a powerful kick. So I'll throw it slow, and we don't want to get carried away to where we're trying to get that 180 or 180 degree turn on our pivot foot to where it turns us all the way around 360 degrees. We want to turn to that 90 so that we're only turning about 180 degrees and we can recover. Okay, so it's a type of Muay Thai kicker. It's a variation of it. We're throwing it with a little less power, still very effective, but in MMA you want to be able to recover. You don't want to get your back turned and you don't want to be off balance. So you want to throw it with enough power that they're going to feel it and they're not going to want you to continue to throw it, but at the same time you don't want to throw yourself off balance, put yourself in a vulnerable position for a takedown or someone to grab your back or strike you with your back towards them. So, alright, so slow motion, you got that 45 step, and then the 90 degree turn. It's going to be, throw that kick through, okay? Picture your leg as one blunt object. Hip is going to come through. Okay, you're twisting that hip over. You want your shin almost parallel to the floor, or you do want it parallel to the floor, and you want your quad parallel to the floor. So you're going to step out, throw that kick, and still be able to recover. Okay, trying to keep your guard up the whole time. So make sure you get the step out. You don't want to get turned around 360 degrees like I just did. You want to be able to, if you're throwing at your target, then for whatever reason, if they back up, you miss it, you can recover from it. So, full speed on the bag. I'll show you from a couple different angles. You're going to have, trying to drive that hip through on you're trying to basically hip all the way over, so this part of your hip is going all the way to the floor, but you're going to hit the bag, your hip is going to be parallel to the floor. So when you're throwing it, you can step 45 and drive your leg into it by whipping your hip through the target. You can see that generates enough power to really do some damage, and you're still able to recover from it. So I'll throw it again. But really getting that step out is going to generate enough power. That's where your power is going to come from. That step and that turn really helps you get your hip over and through. Okay, so slow motion, and then full speed. Okay, and you're going to be aiming for the, well, 6 to 8 inches above the knee, right to the middle of the thigh area. Sciatica nerve runs through there, and you're trying to get this portion of your shin right here on that nerve. So when you're throwing on your bag or throwing in the air, picture while keeping your eyes on the chest and jaw area. Picture landing that portion of your shin on their thigh. Okay? So, and again, try to keep your hands up, but keeping your eyes up here. Try to hit that part of their leg. Show it from this angle. You want to get so your hips are through. See how my target is in front of me? I'm in my stance. My hips are going to get past. Get that turn. And that's where I'm really going to be able to generate power in that short little distance. So when I go to throw, I'll be in my stance and it's almost like you're hopping into the kick and whipping your hip over.